Hello, it's me, Dr. Vidhya, Transformation Life Coach. So today I want to discuss about happiness. Now, happiness, contrary to popular belief, is actually a decision. Yes, it's a decision because we should not be allowing others to be in control of our happiness. Doesn't matter who that is. It could be sibling, parent, spouse, children. Obviously, they are part of our happiness, no doubt. But it's really important that we have that happiness within ourselves first. We should have that 100%. All the love and happiness we need is all within us. And then that's how we are able to give to others as well. So happiness is not dependent on others. It's not dependent on external environment or people, because what will happen then is that, obviously this is easier said than done, but what will happen is that you might be having a great day, feeling really positive, got loads of stuff you need to get done, but feeling really great and really positive about it all. And then someone comes along and is really rude or negative, dismissive of you, unappreciative, just rude. I obviously will been through it, and then you can, if you're not careful, you can really let that ruin your vibe, and just set the tone of the day. So you have to be really careful of that, to not let other people's get into your subconscious mind. Of course, it's difficult to be 100% happy in that particular moment, but I certainly wouldn't let it get into your space. It's best to just, I'm not saying walk off, but try to do something different. Just mentally block off. Don't let them into your space at all, because that's really damaging for you, especially if that person is normally very negative or puts you down, or rude. Sometimes that's normally because they've got something going on within themselves, and they're unfortunately needing to put others down in order to feel better themselves, or they feel like they need to blame you for something, for some situation or whatever it is. So having that constant barrage, it can be very damaging, for your own self-esteem, your own mental health, to have that constantly, let alone all the other responsibilities and sort of challenging things that we do on a day-to-day basis. So that's why it's really important to guard your subconscious mind. Much easier said than done, and you should be responding to this person still with respect. Yes, so it is still about respect. I'm not saying be a doormat, but a lot of people think that in order to show assertiveness, you need to be shouting and screaming and stamping your foot, and actually that's just a bit like a child having a tantrum, because then you'll just know better and you're lowering your standards to that person. So what you should be doing instead is leading by example. You should lead by example, which is really, really hard to do in that situation when you might be really upset or angry, and you might be completely 100% justified to feel like that. But you need to remember that we are working towards our amazing, crazy, really cool goals, right? Which are making us be our higher self. So we had to be thinking the thoughts and having the feelings, therefore, and behavior and actions of that higher version of ourselves. And that's how we achieve the desired goal, which may include a better relationship with that person. It may include a better job, income, etc., etc. And that's the way to get it, is that we have to really work on our mindset. Strategy is important, obviously, and obviously there's the work that we need to do. Of course, I'm not saying we have to just sit and think about our thinking. No, there's lots of other things that need to happen too. But can you see that if you really hone in on your thinking, you will also get the right stuff done? It's not just about getting loads of things done. We need to get the right stuff done, which are going to be the needle movers in actually changing our life. So then once you've regulated your emotions from this particular situation, and you've checked yourself before you wreck yourself, so before you go on to do that, then you feel like, okay, I've like aligned myself, or I'm in a much better position than I was. And now the actions that you choose for the rest of the day are much more in tune and in line with your higher self and with the goals that you want to achieve. Whereas if you were vibrating very low, which means you were feeling angry, scared, anxious, really frustrated, all of those things, very low vibrations, then the actions you take may not actually be the right actions, or you will also be not very productive. So it will take you longer to actually get stuff done. So all of these things are really important things to consider, and this is why it's so important to get your thinking and hence your mindset sorted out first. This is the number one thing that I do in coaching. This is how you get those transformations, is actually, and lasting. We want lasting changes. We don't want just as if it's like a diet and it lasts a couple of days or a couple of weeks and then you put it all back on again, or your life is back to normal. No, we want lasting changes in our life, and that's the way to do it, is changing the mindset, and it's personal development, and it's really it can be challenging to do, but actually once you start focused on it, when you've got a coach and a mentor, for like accountability, but also to guide you through those really tough times, you've got someone there to talk to about it, obviously confidentially, and often you're part of a group as well, confidentially, so you're kind of bouncing ideas off each other. So all of these things make a really big difference in shifting your paradigm, which means shifting your self-limiting beliefs, getting out of your own way, not letting others have control over you, which you are handing your power over to them. So that's also part of mindset. Can you see? It's not actually that person's fault. Yes, they could obviously not be rude, and be putting people down or blaming, and that's but that's their own thing. They will have to deal with that themselves at some point, because nobody wants to be changed, right? Nobody wants to be changed. They want to be the change within themselves, if that makes sense. They need to make that evolution themselves. If you try and do it for them, it just becomes more frustrating, and you actually just end up pushing them away and distancing them. So they just need to do that in their own time, whenever that is. And the best thing you can do is lead by example, really focus inward, working on being the best version of yourself, and this is why it's important. Any kind of relationship, not just talking about marriage or siblings or friends, any kind of relationship, work colleagues, etc., it's really important to not try and change the other person. Instead it's best to focus inward and change yourself. Like MJ said, man in the mirror. So work on changing yourself. That's actually the easiest thing you can do, because you've got total 100% control over that, right? You have no control over changing somebody else. And nobody wants to be changed anyway. It's a very frustrating situation. So work on changing yourself to be more resilient, to, yes, be assertive, but in the right way, to have, massive self-love, self-respect. These aren't just like hippie concepts. Not something wrong with being hippie, but these aren't just like some hippie concepts when we talk about self-love and self-respect and compassion and all of these things. No, these are ultimate... these are key, fundamental, core values and steps in forming emotional intelligence, which is a key factor in being a global leader, or whatever it is that you're aspiring to be. And we're all leaders, right? We're all leading in whatever we're doing in the home. We're all leaders in the home, doing our own part of our duties and responsibilities and contributions. So that's what we need to focus on, as being a leader. Focusing inward. We need to work on fine-tuning ourselves. And like a radio station, sometimes when you feel like you're just having bad vibes, you need to change your radio station. So you're changing the frequency to a higher frequency. You're changing your vibration, and you're gonna vibrate higher. Take some time out, 5 minutes, pop to the loo, do a quick calms meditation, just have a little talk to yourself. Affirmations. You should be carrying your goals with you in either the back of your phone, in the phone case, or in your wallet, so you can have a quick look at your goals again. What are my goals, and some of affirmations, like 3 key affirmations, which I carry around with me, and 3 gratitude things I'm grateful for. You know, I carry those around with me, so that in those moments of weakness, and we all have them when we're vibrating a bit low and something's happened, and we just, but you know, you don't let it control the rest of your day. You don't let it sort of think, oh gosh, they've ruined everything now. That's not true, because that means you've handed your power over to them. So no, what you do instead is you take a time out and you just, you know, excuse yourself respectfully, and you have a look at your goals. What is it? Let's kind of align myself again. What is it that I'm trying to do? Okay, this is the important thing. This is the important thing. And after these other little petty sort of remarks and arguments and all, when we're tired, hungry, certainly for me, if I'm hungry and tired, it's a bad combo. So, you know, or you've just had a lot on for that week, and you know, it's circumstantial basically. So you need to get back, look at your goals and realign yourself. Right, okay, it's just, what am I doing here? What's the bigger picture? Okay, right, got it. These are the goals. This is what we're working towards. Fine. My affirmations, you know, I really believe in myself 100%. I 100% absolutely trust in the process. I'm aware that it is really hard when you have this goal in sight. You know that you're doing it, but you don't know all the hows, and that can feel quite scary sometimes. It's a winding road, like in yesterday's video, it's a winding road, so you don't see all the twists and turns and the corners. You can't see everything, but all you know is, okay, that's the goal, and I've made a decision that I will, and I am getting there, and I am that right now, because you're constantly walking along the path, right? So you're constantly becoming a higher and higher version of yourself. Yes, you might sometimes take a couple of days where you take 1 or 2 steps backwards, but then you're constantly moving forward again. So if you were to draw a graph, generally the line is going forward, right? It's going up. You're going towards your goal. You're vibrating higher and higher, generally speaking. So just really that motto of keep calm and carry on really is what you just need to hold on to when times are difficult, and to hold on to that, and really carrying it around in your wallet or phone or whatever, or in Evernote, you know, write it down, whatever it is, but have it there so you can look at it and align yourself, you know, and remember, okay, you know, I'm thinking about these goals. This is what I'm working towards, and I am that person right now. I'm working towards having the mindset of that person right now. That's what's going to get you the results that you want in anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Higher income, most definitely through this. Higher confidence, better relationships, losing weight, getting that promotion, increasing your business tenfold or more. You know, it's your choice basically. It's completely limitless. So the only one, can you see, standing in your way is you. It's your choice. So if you think that's not possible, you've decided that for yourself, or someone else has said it to you, and you've decided to let that enter your belief system. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. A bit of a longer one today, but I really wanted to get that out. I think that's really, really important, to focus on ourselves. This is why it's important to be 100% dependent on yourselves, obviously, and everything else in life is an amazing bonus to have gratitude for. But you need to first fill your cup 100% yourself, like for yourself. Then you've got plenty to give others. It's not selfish at all, because it's much worse when your cup is empty, and then instead somebody is just snapping to all the people around them, all their loved ones, just snapping, being rude, putting people down, because they basically haven't taken time for themselves for whatever reason, or they haven't communicated that, or you know, they've whatever the reason is. So focus on that, focus inwards, and the key is mindset. Mindset really is everything. So much love, and catch you tomorrow. Bye.